My name is Stephen and this is my channel, Heart's Delight Exports. So we're back in my kitchen today and we're doing something kind of special. Garlic scapes are harvested and ready to be processed. Garlic scapes are literally the flour that forms off of the garlic. It'll twist and turn in all kinds of ways, and the whole thing is edible, and it tastes very strongly of garlic, as you would imagine. And today I'm going to make it into a bit of a pesto. Now you can use it in a wide variety of things. It doesn't need to be pesto. You can cut it up and use it in any way you'd use garlic. But I try to make pesto out of it. This is only my second year doing it because it lasts for quite a long time. Last year I had less scapes and it took me 6, maybe 8 months to use up all the pesto that I made. There's no nuts in this recipe. It's simply garlic scapes, oil, lemon juice, and a little Parmesan cheese. So all those ingredients go into a blender and you puree, pretty much liquefy everything, so that the only texture that's left is mostly the Parmesan cheese. Well, I ran into a small hiccup with this, that my old blender, my old food processor it was worn out when I got it, and I've been propping it up on its last leg for a long time now. So when I started this procedure, I had almost 20 scapes to get going here. I'd take them and I'd cut them down into more manageable pieces for food processor, and I'd put it all in the processor, flick the switch to get her going, and the blade wouldn't move. Because, you know, it wasn't, the motors, the spindle for the motor inside the blade wasn't getting purchased enough. So I had to take everything out and start feeding bits into it a little bit at a time. So now I'm going to show you where I'm at with it. So far, all I have in the blender, in the processor, is garlic scapes and oil. So this is what it looks like now. It's a nice chunky green slop. Because my food processor is older than I am, I would expect, I'm going to keep using a wooden spoon and keep scraping the sides and make sure to turn all of this back down into the processor to try to get it finer. Most pestos have nuts into it, and that's the grittiness that you get. And this, the only grittiness is going to be the Parmesan cheese and the chunky bits of garlic scape. So I really don't want it that chunky. Last year I left it a bit chunkier than I probably should have. So it wasn't as good when I wanted to make it, when I wanted to use it for pasta or in a garlic butter, it left pretty big chunks. So this year I really want to process it down and nearly liquefy it, so that if I go put it in a creamy pasta Alfredo sauce, then it's nearly invisible. It'll cook in and you won't be able to bite into a big chunk of garlic. Unfortunately, that means that I need to put a fair bit of oil into this. It requires oil anyway, but it's going to require a little bit more to get it liquefied the way I want. and I have to keep feeding garlic scapes into it to I was afraid of this. Too many large pieces. Now, for those of you who are curious, this is the tip of the flower. It grows out to a very long point. And as far as I understand, the flower never really opens. It develops to a certain point and just stays that way. So this is the same flower cut down much smaller. And I'll cut it open here so you can have a look at it. So there's what the inside looks like. There are some bristly bits way on the inside that maybe would have developed into something, but as far as I know, they don't. They never really open up. So that's what it looks like now. Nice fluorescent green slop. There's recipes online. I found many easily last year when I was doing this, but when I realized that it's simply a mixture of scape, Parmesan oil and lemon juice, I'll get it out in a second. This year I'm simply winging it. For the most part, you can judge if you really wanted to and have garlic breath for the rest of the night. You could judge it on your own by taste. Most of the stuff in here is preservative or thickener or whatever, so you can figure it out on your own. Better to go find a recipe online and take something already tested and use that. So I'm going to end this video here. This is Harsh Daylight Exports. I hope you've been enjoying my videos. I hope you'll come back and enjoy future videos, and have a good day. Keep cooking, make something interesting, and don't be afraid to try. Have a good one, folks.